Greetings, Spell Slingers. It's me, Captain Play Mistake, here to report on week 1. I actually won my pod, and I did it with Cormella. I wound up going with the Grixis colors. I could have went with Cormella or Evelyn. I actually thought Evelyn was good, but conditional. I could roll garbage. The reason I ultimately went with Cormella is because you just, in week 1 of Sealed League, you have to play so many trash cards that I felt like, I was like, okay, I can add a bunch of like trash sorceries, basically, like a bunch of like garbage red removal and or black removal and or blue bounce spells that are like high casting cost, but that Cormella lets you cast because she taps for, in essence, 2 mana slash 3 mana slash, I don't know what you want to call it, right? Like she fixes in those colors kind of in a way too. So I was like, right, like, and then she recurs. So I was like, okay, Cormella's going to help me play my garbage better. And as far as cards that really played out really interestingly, I'd say, I thought Public Enemy was going to be really good. It was just regular good. I had an opponent that played it out as well, and it wound up being too easy to just get that creature killed. If I could find a way to make it stay, or like maybe like tap a creature down forever, like ice a creature and then put Public Enemy on it, I think it would be great. So I'm not out on it yet, but it didn't play out quite as well as I thought. Professional Facebreaker got an honorable mention. Great card. Got a bunch of treasure off it. Was able to play some cards off the top of my deck and stuff. And then the really good stuff, Murder, obviously, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but just instant speed removal in Sealed League, so good. And then being able to recur it with Cormella once was just really good, right? People knowing you have Murder and knowing you have removal lets you keep up mana and play politics way better. The absolute cards of the match, though, Illicit Shipment was great. I mean, tutors in this format are going to be great. You just go get to get a bomb. I actually cast it twice because I recurred it with Cormella and casualtied it the second time for crazy nonsense. But the first time I used it, before I had even locked the game up, I went and got Maestros' Confluence, and this card was sick. It allowed me to have a vanilla board state and then just wait until the late game when we were down to 3 players and my opponents had big boards full of creatures and everyone was talking politics, who was going to kill who and who was going to team up with who, and I was just like, nah, you guys are going to kill each other. And then I cast Obnixilis and sacrificed Cormella and got back Maestros Confluence and did it all over again. And by the time I had goaded all of my opponent's creatures for 2 turns in a row, it was pretty much game over. They were not dead, but they were barely alive, and it allowed me to just politic for the win. It actually worked out really well. That card was incredibly good. This bought back Murder for me twice as well. Oh, that's not Murder. Bought back Murder for me twice as well, right? I goaded my opponent, goaded my other opponent, bought back Murder, threatened to kill stuff, and then did, sacked Cormella, got it back, did it again. It was awesome. Great combos. Cormella was an awesome commander. Really glad that I went that way. But that's probably not why you're here. You're probably here to see me open some packs. I want to open some Strixhaven packs first and these cons packs next. Would love to get some good lessons. And then obviously some good learn spells. I'll take a mascots, whatever, parade. That would be awesome. Or just any like good lessons as long as I have some learn spells to support. Also looking for commanders. Would really love to get some decent commanders out of this set. So just going to pay attention to the lesson cards, the learn cards. That one's not great. Spirit Summoning, meh. Life Gain, Elk, meh. Scurrid, meh. This thing, artifact or creature with flying. There's a world where that makes a deck, but I'm not putting it in the I'm probably going to play this pile. Nope. Ugh, this is a disappointing pack so far. Ooh, counter on creature. That's good. That could be good, especially in like a Rakdos threatening thing. I still haven't opened any threaten spells or threaten effects, as in like take control of my opponent's creatures for a turn and give them haste. But that's just a really powerful effect in the format, and cards like this allow me to like abuse it by then sacrificing them. Ooh, what's this? Creative Outburst. 5 damage, look at the top 5. One of them in your hand, rest on the bottom, make a treasure. That's a great card. I could play that. There's a couple Izzet cards in here. Prismari Apprentice. Cast or copy. Can't be blocked. Mana value 5 or greater. Meh. Not super exciting. Here's the rare. Tempted by the Auric. For each opponent, ooh, hello. Gain control of up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls, mana value 3 or less. Hey, that's a great card. Especially in multiplayer for 4 mana. I get 3 creatures. Heck yeah. What do we got? Ooh, Helix. I mean, not great, but not awful. I'm putting it in the I'll probably play it pile. Heated Debate. 4 damage, target creature, planeswalker. Not the worst removal. It's instant speed. It's foil. It's cool. Whoa, what's this? A list card? I forgot there was list cards in these packs. 2 bears. Threshold. Instead put 4 bears. Hello, flashback. Whoa, that's a cool card. Heck yeah. 2 bears for 4. Not great. Flash it back. Okay. Threshold. I could get. I mean, that's potentially 8 bears on 1 spell in a high mana format. Heck yeah, I'll take that. I forgot there was list cards in Strixhaven. That's cool. All right, let's see what I got here. Plains Trash, Pest Summoning. Not a terrible lesson, but not anything super exciting. From your graveyard, this lets you do interesting stuff with like looting effects. So that's actually not bad. I mean, a 1/1 menace, it gets you first blood. Normally it'd be like not exciting, but in a format where first blood gets you 2 points in League, which it does in our league, a 1/1 for 1 with menace is actually decent. That then lets you draw a card later. Okay, sure. It's gonna make a deck. Hunt for specimens. There's a learn spell. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna put that in the there's a learn spell pile. Target creature gains death touch, and when this creature dies, return it to the battlefield. Alright, that could see play. Beaming Defiance, Hexproof. Okay. Also, cool combat trick. Hexproof is great in this format. Blanking your opponent's removal for 2 mana isn't bad. Loses 2 life, you draw 2 cards. Maybe. Ooh, instant speed. Not bad. Black draw. I'm not going to set it in the exciting pile. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their control. Ooh, that's politicky. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. High mana politic card. In the right deck, that could see play. Getting a lot of Izzet cards. Maelstrom Muse. Whenever this thing attacks, the next instant or sorcery spell costs X less, where X is this thing's power. Okay. Yeah, sure. Instant and sorcery deck. Ugh. An 11/10. Sack a creature when it does something? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I can hurl it at something. Tezzeret's Gambit's a great card, though. Draw 2 cards and proliferate. Heck yeah. I'm going to take that. That's going in the play me pile. 3 generic mana. Draw 2, proliferate. Heck yes. Not excited about that summoning card. Alright, we got 2 more Strixhaven packs. Let's see about this first one. More bending cards. Oh gosh, I'm a train wreck. I am a train wreck in here. Alright. Oops. Alright, art card. Environmental Sciences. Heck yeah. This is the kind of lesson that I am loving. If I get a decent learn spell or 2, mana fixing, that's great. That'll go into any, I mean, I would basically play garbage lessons just knowing, or garbage learn spells just knowing that I can learn up some land. Lash of Malice, meh. Rise of Extus, there's a learn spell. And it's an exile a creature. So, heck yeah. These 2, I mean, I don't know. 6 into 2 doesn't feel great, but I could see a world where I play that. Exiles a creature. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller loses a life. Okay. Decent removal. I'll go in the might play this pile or semi-excited pile. Defend the campus, not so much. Eye twitch, there's a learn spell. And a 1/1 flyer for 1. Look, it does that thing we talked about earlier, right? It's a 1/1 evasive creature for 1, right? So I can get first blood with it, and heck yeah, I can learn something up. I'm going to play that in most decks, especially if I can open another decent lesson or two in black, which I think I have a few already, right? Yeah, I did have a few. Black is probably my best learn and lesson colors so far. Beginning of your upkeep, sack a creature. When you sack this, each opponent discards a card, you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Kind of a weird card. What the heck? Ooh, legendary. Ooh, commander. Ooh, 2 colors. Ooh. Yeah. All right, here's my first commander. Discard a card, return this thing to its owner's hand. Okay. Magecraft. When I cast a copy of instant or sorcery, reveal top card of my library. If it's non-land, I can cast it by paying 1. If it is a land, put it on the... Whoa, that's sick. Oh, 8 drop. No wonder. Dang. That's super high power. That's super high power. Let's see what the other side is. Johnny to the Oracle. Sorcery. Any number of land cards from my hand onto the... What? 8 or more lands, you may discard a card. If you do, return it to its owner's hand. What is this? I don't know that I've ever seen this card. What an interesting commander. It lets me play a Mana Cat. In my league, you can take any 1 or 2 color commander and add like what amounts to a Prismatic Piper to it to make a wedge. That's an interesting card. Oh, dang. Play with heavy lands. It really incentivizes you to play heavy lands. And really, I mean, if you had 7 lands in your opening hand, kind of so what, right? I mean, you'd get to play them all. And then you could discard them. Well, I don't know. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting option at Commander. That's going into the ooh pile. All right, let's see what else we got. Dream Strix. Comes a target of a spell, sack it. When it dies, learn. All right, it's a learn spell. 3/2 flyer for 3, learning. I'll put it in the maybe exciting pile. Remorse, not so exciting. Ooh, Snakeskin Veil. Ooh, heck yeah. Ooh, look at that. Foil pretty one, too. Heck yeah. Great card. +1/+1 counter, hexproof, boom. Yeah. That card will go into basically any green deck. Just because it provides protection for your commander at 1 green mana. So you really, I mean, getting to blank removal in this format is just, it's a way to really play the politics really well, right? Like, you find out who's the person that's like, oh, right, let's get him. And then you're like, oh, you're going to get me, huh? You blank their removal, you swing politics in interesting ways. Snakeskin Veil is just a great spell. It'll make any green deck. Destroy target artifact. Create a 1/1 black. When it dies, there's a green lesson. It's a lesson. I'm going to set aside all lessons for now. Enters the battlefield. Search your library for basic land. Reveal it. All right, mana fixing week 2. Ooh, there's a campus. Man, that's my first campus. Wish that I'd opened more of those. Pledge Mage, meh. Not exciting. Aerialist, meh. Not exciting. Instant or sorcery spells with mana value 5 or greater cost 1 less. I mean, I guess there's a world where I play that, but I'm not gonna slam it into any deck. 5 damage to a creature for 5. Sack a creature, X pests. All right, this is build-aroundy. I've opened a bunch of Golgari cards. Some other rares and uncommons that I had were really high-power things that would go really well with Tend the Pests. But in a 100-card deck, it feels difficult to pull off, I guess. So, I'm sticking that over there. The Biblioplex. If it's an instant or sorcery card, you may reveal it and put it in your hand. If you don't put that card into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard. Exactly 0 or 7 cards in your hand. Okay, wow. So never. Oh, hello there. Premium red removal in this format. And a very pretty, I mean, I love these Mystical Archive cards. Shuffles it into their library. Goodbye, permanent card. Great auto add. Let's see, enters a battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Put a +1/+1. Interesting build around, maybe. Ancestor's Prophet. Tap 5. Untapped Clerics. I got another list card. Gain 10 life. Okay. If I wind up with Tribal Clerics, sure. All right, let's see what we got for cons. Only one commander so far. Still a good one. 2 colors. That's interesting. Would be an interesting build around. It'd be a fun deck to build. All right, let's see what we got for our cons here. Crippling Chill. Meh. First Strike Morph. Meh. Ooh, Protection. Counter synergies. We just opened a card that had counter synergies. I guess I have to add that up, but meh. Woolly Loxodon. Meh. More morph cards. Turn target creature to its owner's hand. Ferocious. You may draw a card if you do discard a card. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Some more fixing. Take as many of those as I can get. Bring low. 5 damage. Nope. Not exciting. Human Warrior. Trample. Morph. 5/5. Not great. Okay. Seems like a lot of mana for not a great card. Definitely bad. 5/4 flyer for 7. Thanks, but no thanks. When this thing enters the battlefield, distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among any 2 target creatures you control. Okay. Interesting build-around options there, if I've got enough counters cards. Ooh, Triland. Ooh. Hello. Take that. Bivouac. Ooh, an Ankle Shanker. Oh, man. If I could play Mardu. When I play Mardu, this is going to be great. Creature control gain first strike and death touch. Really hard to block when there's an Ankle Shanker on the board. Great card. I mean, it's going to be hard to get into this week unless I open another commander. That's not that. I don't even have Mardu possibilities from last week. My options are slim at commanders still. All right, let's see what we got here. Cavalry. Buffs for 4. No thanks. 2/1 for 2. I'm out. Taxi Shern of Abel. Nope. Erase. Really cheap. Still probably not going to make the deck. Reach Morph. Nope. More Garbage Morph. Nope. Naturalize. This, I mean, these cards I'm always like, okay, if I have extra slots, but then they never wind up making it. Okay, cool. More fixing. I'll take it. Bad removal. No thanks. Oh, man. More Mardu. ETBs. Turn face up. Put 3 goblins. Dang. It's a cool Mardu card. Makes a bunch of tokens, but unfortunately, I ain't got no Mardu right now. More goblins. Ooh, I'm making goblins. 3 goblins for 3 red. I guess. Yeah, that's a decent card. 2 counters. Another creature dies. Put a counter on it. It's good in a sacrifice deck, but man, 5 casting cost. I'm not going to do backflips for it. 3 soldiers. It's interesting. Look, in the same pack, I have 3 soldiers for 5, 3 goblins for 3. I guess it's instant versus sorcery. So, yeah. Maybe. Pearl Lake Ancient. 6/7 flash. Can't be countered. Prowess. Return 3 lands you control to their owner's hands. Return this thing to its owner's hand. That's it? Not excited. Not exciting. It has flash, so it allows you in a blue deck to keep up a bunch of mana. And I'll put it in the probably gets played in the blue deck pile, but oh man. Alright, well. Can I open at least one more commander option? I guess we'll find out. Ooh, Flying Defender Morph. Oh, a leaping thing. 4/4 Trample Delve. Okay. Yeah. Hooting Mandrills could see play. Late game, it's not terrible. I mean, it's just a 4/4 trample, but a 4/4 trample's not awful. Right at the Serpents, target creature. Sorcery speed. Eek, that's tough. All right, more fixing. All right, open plenty of fixing. That's, I guess, the silver lining of these semi-garbage cards. Already have one of these. Yes! Yes! Love me. These active treason effects. Was hoping I could open some of those. Already have one of those. Kill shot. Good removal in white. I'll take that. Target creature gets +6/+6. Delve. Instant. Oh, okay. I guess that's cool. Suspension field. Exile target creature with toughness 3 or greater. Okay. Yeah, that's cool too. Great removal spell. Team Charger. Morph it. Just turn face up. Target creature gains trample. Okay. Probably sees play in most green decks. Grimhouse effects. Draw spell in black, I guess. Has to be non-token, so that's rough. Alright, well, there's my commander for next week, I suppose. It's an interesting build-around. Jodzi, Oracle of Ara. I don't know how this works in Commander. Can I just cast that from the command zone, do you think? Or do I have to, like, cast this, discard a card to return it to my hand, and then cast Journey to the Oracle? Guess I'll have to Google that. I don't know. What do you think? Leave me a comment if you think you understand that. That's probably my commander for next week. As far as exciting cards go, I mean, I guess I'm probably more excited for the fixing that I opened than anything in particular. Some good white removal, a little bit of black card draw. Gotta love that Act of Treason. Meh. Can't even play these. Don't even have a commander combo where I can play Mardu yet. Oh, but oh yeah. Oh, love that Chaos Ward. Oh yeah, baby. I guess Campus Guide is cool for fixing. Some decent Lesson and Learn. Ooh, look at that. Love that Snakeskin Veil. Decent black and Eye Twitch. Environmental Sciences. Tez's Gambit. That's another good one. That's a... Man, there's another one. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Yeah, I got some stuff to be excited about. Look at that. Right? Some decent stuff. I got a commander. Let me know what wedge you think I should go in here. What am I going to add? Blue-green, maybe. Guess I'll have to look at my old pool. Blue, green, black. I've got decent black. I've got decent red. What do you think? Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out my pools. I'll let you know how I do next week. We'll see you next time.